What's up guys, Alex from FIFA Scouting Tips here, and welcome to episode 2 of Pompey Youth Stars. Now, if you saw my first episode, we just went through the first season just simming, scouting a load of players, found some really good players, and now we're at the start of the second season, ready to get going. The board has given me a great budget. I started the first season with about £500,000. This season they've given me about £2 million, which is a massive boost. So we're going to be using that to get some good scouts and get looking for some new talent. The objectives, we've got the league. They want us to finish mid-table, which is quite ambitious. We've only just been promoted. They don't want us just to stay up. They want us to finish mid-table. The cup, they want us to finish round of 32, same as last year, so that's not too bad. And we have a transfer offer here for Ryan Taylor. I think I'm going to turn that down though, because he's in fantastic form. He's my best striker, and I've only got 3 strikers at the moment, including him, and one of them is getting on a bit, and he's probably going to retire soon. He's certainly going to be declining soon, so I think I want to keep hold of Ryan Taylor. Certainly don't want to give him away for that little, so we're going to reject that offer. So I've got to say thanks very much for everyone who left your feedback on my last video. Really fantastic feedback from you guys. Really great to see that you're enjoying the first episode, so thanks a lot for that. I'm sorry that there's been a bit of a delay in uploading this. I have basically had no internet for a while, so it's been a bit difficult to get things going, but hopefully that should be sorted now. So anyway, also looking at your comments as well, I had a couple of people saying they wanted me to do a financial takeover to get some better youth staff, because at the moment I've got a 1-star and a 2-star scout. And I kind of thought I didn't really want to do that because it would make scouting too easy, really. Because I found some incredible players just with those 2 scouts there. So for example, I found this amazing goalkeeper here. He's now grown a point as well, up to 74. And he is going to be absolutely insane. I found him with a 2-star scout, I think. So I didn't do any reloading at all. I just genuinely couldn't believe how lucky I was to find some of these players. If I had a financial takeover, it would just be far too easy. I'd have 3 5-star scouts, and I'd be finding players like that all the time. It'd be no challenge at all, and it wouldn't be in keeping with the character of Portsmouth either, who don't have a lot of money, obviously, so they can't afford that kind of thing. So it just wouldn't be realistic enough, I don't think. So I wanted to keep it as real as possible. So let's have a look now. I have had a look at the free agents this year. Couple of regens who have come in. This guy here, Yuri Lodigan, left winger, 17 years old, got some nice stats in there. That sprint speed especially, 77 to 87, looks like he could be quite useful. And then another left winger, Fidel Pimentel, 18 years old, also looks like he's got good pace, decent dribbling as well. If we look at his things here, he's got 4-star skill moves too. He has got low work rates, but we can sort that out with the instructions when we go to matches, so that shouldn't be too much of a problem. Lodigan, he has unfortunately only a 1-star weak foot, but if nothing else, these players will give some extra squad depth, and they can also be sold on for some profit if we don't like the look of them. So I'm just gonna send them some offers now. £1,250 wage for Lodigan, easily affordable, and Pimentel, he wants 1,250 as well, so we're going to give them 4-year contracts, both of them, and see if they accept that. Okay, so some good news. Both Lodigan and Pimentel accepted the contract offers that I sent to them, so we'll have a look at those 2 in a minute. But aside from that, we also have another transfer offer for Ryan Taylor, and I think that's one, again, that I'm going to turn down because I haven't got a decent replacement for him just yet. And it's actually about half as much as I got first time round, so that is definitely going to be rejected from Brighton. Okay, so here is Murfin's first scouting report of the season. Let's see who he's brought back. So we've got Daniele Moscati, 58 to 80 potential, going to turn him down. And Matteo Madonna, 48 to 66 potential, definitely turning that player down. Right, so here is Demidov's first scouting report, and we've got Brennan Bealey, 54 to 74, nope. Luke Lee, 65 to 87. I think we're going to scout him a bit more, see what he turns into in a month's time. Peter Dale, 57 to 79. Nope, reject him as well. So let's keep scouting Luke Lee. And we also have a transfer offer, another one for Ryan Taylor, 625,000 from Huddersfield. Again, I don't want to sell him. I think I'm just going to reject all from now on because it's just not worth constantly rejecting these offers when I don't want to sell him. So we will say no to that. And I'm also now going to have a look at potentially hiring another scout. So let's go to the youth staff. We have another slot here. So we got £1.9 million. not really anyone that really stands out there. We could get another 2-star scout, but I think we want to get a bit better than that because we can afford a bit better. So I'm going to check back in a week's time and see what we get then. Right, so here we go. We have now the scouts have all changed, and we have this one here, Martin Lee, 3-star experience, 2-star judgment, £527,000. I think he is worth getting because then we can afford to send him out on some decent trips as well. So we will hire him and then wait for him to arrive. Okay, Martin Lee has now arrived, so let's have a look at where we should send him. We've been to England a couple of times, so I think I'm going to try France. And I am going to look for... I want to find a striker, but looking for attackers is notoriously bad because it doesn't seem to actually find strikers. You end up with wingers and attacking midfielders, but not strikers. If you're looking for strikers, often you have to look for either wingers, physically strong players, or technically gifted players, and you end up with a striker. Of those, the best two are usually technically gifted and physically strong. And I think I'm looking for someone with a bit of pace because youth players often don't have a lot of pace, but you can get that with technically gifted players. So I think that's what I'm going to do. Go to France for I think 6 months. We can afford that. Looking for a technically gifted striker or technically gifted player. Hopefully we get a striker out of that. Okay, so this is the first friendly coming up. I'm just going to sim the friendlies just before the season, just so we can get into the first match of the actual season pretty quickly. Just show you the squad that I'm going to go for. I'm going to field a few youth players, Doherty in particular, but also Knight as well. He is a left back, but because he's so slow but has good height, he is going to be playing as a centre back. Also going to try out the two wingers as well, Pimentel and Lodigan, the two that I got from the free agents. So hopefully they can all do a good job in this sim match, and let's see how they do. It's against Djurgården, Swedish team, so hopefully we have a decent chance. And let's just skip to the end. So 2-0, that's a decent result, we'll take that. Okay, we're just about to come up to the second match, but I've just had a look at my global transfer network, and I've told my scouts to look for young, promising strikers, and one of my scouts has been looking in Germany and has found this guy here, with some fantastic looking physical stats, decent looking technical stats too, just 17, and also contract expiring in 11 months. So I'm going to inquire about him, see what he says, and see if we can get a good deal on this player. Right, going to have a look at the transfer list now, and I think I'm going to actually sell two of my original goalkeepers. And it sounds like a bit of a risk, but when you have a player as good as Doherty, you also see he's gone up by a point as well. He's now 75 rated, still just 17. When we've got a goalkeeper as good as him, and a young promising one like Hickford as well, I think we can afford to actually sell both of these keepers. So we can make a little bit extra cash from that, so that could be quite useful. I've also realised that I am struggling for fullbacks, because although we have Knight and Osborne, both promoted from the youth academy, they're both extremely slow. So 45 acceleration, 50 acceleration, 42 sprint speed, so we're going to need to find some better or faster fullbacks at least. So I'm going to tell my scouts to look for some wingers when they finish their current scouting trips. So we've now got the second friendly of the season against FL Varela. Change the team up slightly, put up some other players into the squad to see how they do, and it ends a 2-2 draw. Taylor scores again, so that's 2-2 for him. So that's a good start. Okay, so we've just had that inquiry back for that German striker that I mentioned just earlier. Unfortunately, again, he's only just joined them, so they don't want to sell him just yet. This guy does look very, very promising. Apart from that annoying work rate, low, really kind of irritating, but he has got a 5-star weak foot, which is really, really good. So I'm very tempted to go in for him, put in a loan to buy offer. So let's just see if we can do that. So, oh, no, not going to do that. Going to go for loan, future fee, let's try 500,000. No, let's put it down to 400,000. See if they're interested in that. If not, we can go from there. Okay, so we've had a few messages come through here. We have a transfer offer for one of our goalkeepers, £250,000. His value is £275,000. I think that's a fairly good offer. It's not going to make much difference at £25,000, so we will accept that. Get that one signed off. Then up next we have the loan to buy offer. They decided to reject it. Clubs are unsure if we wish to allow this player to be sold at the end of a proposed loan spell. I'm just going to try offering it slightly higher, because sometimes they can be convinced. I don't want to offer too much though. I don't offer that much because at the end of the day, I'm not going to be able to afford to do much scouting. So actually, I think I'm just going to leave it. We can always have another look in January. We might have a bit more cash then. He's on the short list though, so we can keep him there. One of my players accepted a new contract, which is good. And we have our scouting update from Murphin. And let's see what he's got. So Antonio Ricci, 56 to 76, nope. Nicolo Nizetto, 57 to 77, also reject. And Simone Maritato, 59 to 79, reject him as well. Right, so we are done with the friendlies, and we now have our first match of the season against Oxford United. So I am going to start out on professional, and I know some of you are going to be a bit annoyed with that, but I have to say, through all the years of me scouting and working on youth development in FIFA, I've always or mostly simmed my games so I can get players developing quicker, and what it means is I'm a bit rusty with playing games. So I'm going to start on professional. If it turns into a complete slaughter and I'm winning every game, like 5-0, I will put it straight up to world class because no one wants to be bored by that. But we will start with professional, we'll see how it goes, and we'll up it if we need to later on. Here is the squad for the first game. We've got Doherty in goal, now up to 75. We've got Knight playing at fullback, he's now up to 63, he's grown a point. Got a few real players on the back line. Then we have Mohamed Sobi, 62, and then the two wingers who I brought in from the free agents, both now 59. And then Robson, my physically strong centre forward. Sadly, he's not that strong at the moment, but hopefully he'll grow soon. And then the informed Taylor up front, who hopefully will be banging in some goals. So let's see how we do. Started brightly. We had an attack here from Robson, dodging the tackle, cutting inside and firing off a great shot. Really good save there from the keeper. Very impressive work there from Robson though, to dodge one tackle, dodge another defender, and then almost score. So that was a really impressive start. He's involved again shortly after. Really nice through ball just onside to Taylor, who cut past his man and fired it just wide. Should really have at least hit the target there. But more good play from Robson. Very encouraging start from him just behind the striker there. And then soon after, Pimentel down the wing beat his man, came forward and put in a lovely cross towards Taylor, who this time did put it into the net, but unfortunately he was offside. But what a lovely ball in from Pimentel there, and a nice header too. Not sure how far offside he was, must have been close, but FIFA have taken out the lines this year, so we don't know. But anyway, Pimentel again beating two men this time, putting in another good cross to Taylor, who slammed his header wide. Again, another really good opportunity for Taylor, should have scored. Again, just wide though, so I was still at 0-0. And then it was Oxford's turn to come forward. Free kick nodded about by a couple of players, but they couldn't get enough power on that. Doherty will gobble those up all day long. But then it was my turn again. Robson on the ball, came inside and drew the foul, so we got a free kick just on the edge of the box. Sobi took it, and it was just a whisker over the bar. Too close to the keeper really, but a decent effort there from Sobi, and more good work from Robson. But we went in 0-0 at half-time. 8 shots, 3 on target, but it wasn't enough to break the deadlock. So soon after, Lodigan played a nice ball through to Robson, came forward but couldn't keep his shot on target. So those two new players working well. But then Lodigan started an attack from his own half, played a nice 1-2 there, came forward down the wing, beat his defender there, pushed forward a bit more, saw Robson in a bit of space, and he fired off a cracker into the corner. First time with his left foot from the big man, right into the corner. Lovely, lovely goal there from Robson on his debut, and great work from Lodigan too. Started in his own half, got down to the opposition box, pulled it back for Robson, who fired it in first time. A lovely strike there. Really looking forward to using Robson there. He's had a great start in this game, and when his strength gets up a bit and he becomes that physically strong player, he's going to be very, very tasty. So we then had Lodigan coming forward himself. Could have made it 2-0 but for the bar. So lots and lots of pressure here, but only 1 goal so far. Could have been 2 though with Lodigan. And then straight after, I decided to take off Robson because his stamina isn't great yet, so he was pretty knackered, but he made a fantastic start. Like I said, really, really impressed with him. Once that strength gets up, he's going to be such a threat going forward there, and he already made a good start today. So then soon after, we then had a serious break on 2-on-1, came through to Taylor, who'd been missing all afternoon, and he kept that up with another miss. He's in great form, but he just couldn't score. So he finished 1-0, 14 shots. Only 5 on target. They really need to work on that accuracy. But on the good side, Mohamed Sobi came in 8.6 rating, man of the match. Lodigan 8.1, Pimentel also did well, 7.2, and Robson 7.8. So some really good ratings for my scouted players and regens. Doherty and Knight, lower ratings, but they didn't have much to do in defence. So some very good ratings overall. So a good start there. I think I will leave it there for today, guys, though. So we are off to a winning start to the season. Like I said, I need to work on that shooting accuracy. I could have won by more, but it was only 1-0, but some really good performances from the youth players in there today. So very encouraging start. So if you have any ideas on what you want me to do next, so players to sell, players to buy maybe, places to scout, let me know. I've really appreciated all your comments from the first episode. Really good to see so many people giving great feedback. I'm sorry if this goes up a little bit late. I am having some serious trouble with my internet, having to rely on friends and relatives at the moment. Really not ideal. I'm trying to work as hard as I can on it, so I'm sorry if this goes up a little bit late. Please do bear with me. Make sure you go to FIFAscoutingtips.com. Loads of guides there on good young players and how to scout, where to scout, that kind of thing. Follow me on Twitter and Facebook. All the links will be in the description below. Make sure you leave a like if you did enjoy this video, and thanks for watching.